Hi, I'm Kevin Johnson, your Suspender Mender. The purpose of this video is to show you how to convert your X-back style suspender from one where the back strap is free to move to one where the movement has been restricted. And I noticed while wearing this version that movement over time was causing the back strap to fray around this pivot point, and that by doing a simple alteration, I could eliminate that wear. And that's done by just putting a 2 to 3 loop hand stitch in between the front strap and the back strap before I install the straps in the universal back piece. Now you may want to do that if your version doesn't have that alteration, or you're replacing the straps and you want to include that stitch with your new straps, or if you're converting your Y back to an X back and you want that stitch in there. Whatever the reason, I'll show you how I do it. So let's take a look. You'll need a countertop or a table with some open space and a straight edge. It doesn't have to be a ruler. And I'm using blue tape because it doesn't leave a residue on your straps. And I tape the straight edge to the table so it doesn't move around. And I marked a center point of the straight edge with 2 pieces of tape. So I'm going to use the space between the 2 tapes as to line up the center point. So start with the back strap, which is shorter, and to find the midpoint, just hold the edges together and then crease to mark the center point. And then line up that crease with the center point I marked here. And then just tape it down. I'm going to use some of this blue tape. And I'm going to put a little bit of tension on it. And I'm going to mark the tape down the other side. Like so. And now the back strap is lined up with the center point, and it should stay put. So I've taken the front strap and repeated the process. I folded it in half to find the center point, and I put it right on top of the back strap. And so both the back strap and the front strap are lined up on the center point here. And I've taped the front strap down also. And now I'm just going to take a piece of tape and line it up with one side, fold it under, make sure it's lined up. I'm going to take the other piece of tape I have here and put it right next to it. And again, just fold it under. So now I have the front strap and the back strap taped together, and I'm ready to sew through that center point. I'm ready to sew now. I'm using Coates and Clark. This is a button and craft thread, and it's heavier. This particular one, I don't know if you can read it, but the color is a pretty good match for my beige suspenders. I'm using a needle with a pretty large eyelet and not very sharp, kind of a rounded. And it's possible you might hit one of the rubber bands that's in this woven webbing. And if you do, you can just pull it up, cut it off, and try to pull it back, the ends back in. There's lots of rubber bands, so if you hit one, it won't matter. I've also marked this 3/8 in on either side. That's where I'm going to go in and come back out. And that seems to work pretty well. I'm going to start on the side that has the long front strap. And I kind of like bend it so that hopefully it'll go right straight through. And you can see I'm coming pretty close to where the marks are on the other side. Now what I'm going to do is just bring through one thread and leave the other thread on the other side. And now I'm going to kind of bend it the other way. Try to go straight through. You can see they're lined up pretty well. Okay, so now I'm going to make sure both threads, I use plenty of threads. Thread is cheap. I'll make them both even. So now I've got it one loop. And then I'm just going to repeat this process. I'm going to try to go in. I'm going to go right in where I went through the first time. And then I'm going to look closely here. I'm going to go back through the So now I've got I'm going to take it off, the needle off now. I've got 2 loops. Sometimes, you can do 3, 2 probably at a minimum. I've gone through maybe the 2 loops, and now I'm just going to tie a square knot. Okay, now I got the square knot tied. Maybe you can see it there. And that's what it looks on the other side. So they're sewn together, hopefully at the midpoints. And what you can do to check is just squeeze it there, and then compare the lengths. So it looks pretty good there. It looks like the 2 are the same size, same length. Then I'll check the other side. And they're pretty close. If you want to make them exact, here's your chance to cut them and heat seal the edges before you put it together. So let's now it's ready to put into the back piece. So here's the back strap. Here's the front strap. And it's going to look something like this. And so if you hold this up here, this strap and this strap are going to come up through the bottom. So I'll do that now. And I'm going to pull them through till I hit the knot. This is the side that you'll see on your back. I like to have the knot in back of this this bar here. And so now I'm going to take, this is the strap that's going to go underneath this strap here, this other front strap. So you pull this through. You can see the knot is there. That'll go in this side. And then the other front strap will go like that. So there you have it. On this side, because the knot's behind the plane of this back piece, you can't really see the loop there at all. You can see it a little bit better on this side. If I pull it, you might be able to see it. You know, there's no knot exposed. And now what we are trying to achieve is that that these two won't slip anymore and they'll stay in place.